Hello, I'm Emana. I'm going live and watching storms tonight. For some reason, I'm not getting a picture on here. Okay. There we go. So I looked it up, and in this area, we're having under severe thunderstorm watch until 11:45 p.m. The wind is howling. They're calling for possible wind damage and hailstorms and heavy rain, possible flooding. Make sure I don't get too much rain on the phone. I'm going to go about my business and just try to enjoy watching the storm tonight. Hello, if you just joined, just a recap. Severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 11:40 p.m. in this area, Midwest. Calling for large hail, possible heavy rain, possible flooding, and damaging winds tonight. And it is howling. It's howling out here. Try to get a better view around this way. Get away from the rain. Just a minute. Sorry about that. Okay. Trying to get a better view of the storm. Different. Get the camera away from the rain. So I accidentally dropped the phone there. It's okay. It's still good, still wide. And trying to get a better angle on the storm tonight. I'm going to just go about my business and let this continue. I don't expect much. But you never know, and that's why I do this sometimes. Try to get something out of the ordinary, caught on camera or something. Last night I woke up to a loud bang, and it was a shot of lightning. And it was followed by another that I saw right outside my window, and it was sky to ground lightning. It was just two shots, bam, bam, one right after the other. It really shocked me last night. I guess tonight got a chance of that happening too. The wind down a little bit now. Still raining and a lot of lightning, thunder, but a lot of this lightning, there's not much thunder accompanying it. It's nice. You see the light flashes. The light flashes is lightning. Earlier this evening, I recognized outside that the storm was on the outskirts, surroundings area, and kind of moved in later. And I didn't know if it was going to storm tonight. All of a sudden, I was doing some stuff inside, and I heard the wind picking up. It was blowing real hard, and I decided to open the door and look, and it was howling. Checked on the internet and found out we're under thunderstorm warning. So I thought I'd go live, share, and see if anything out of the ordinary occurs. No tornadoes expected at all tonight, so just see. And now the hail is starting to come down. You hear the hail. My little staff that I crafted, but yeah, I just heard a few drops. But usually at the end of a storm like this, you'll get or at the beginning, you'll get some hail. Change of temperature and a little bit of hail. Sometimes, especially in this area, there'll be large hail, softball size. Hello, hello, weather watchers. Happy Father's Day. Even if you're not a father, happy Father's Day. Seems to be dying down a little bit now. The wind is anyway. I thought maybe we'd start having a hailstorm, but it hasn't happened. A few drops, and I just put some rocks covering a big hole by the drainage system and earlier today from a previous storm, and created a hole under the drainage. Had to cover. I went and covered it with a bunch of rocks. And now it's probably sinking again. I'm waiting for that hill to come down. Quite a bit of lightning still. I mentioned earlier, last night I was sleeping. It was about 3 or 4 a.m. and was woken up by a big bolt of lightning. And then a couple minutes later, there was another one. I could see it right out my window. Sky to ground lightning. There was just 2 shots, and that was it. I would have forgot all about it if the storm hadn't happened tonight. I would have forgot all about those 2 shots because I went back to sleep right afterward. Woke me up too. I've had this was a long time ago I had a sky to ground lightning hit my internet box outside. It was right outside here, and it just struck it. The next day, my internet was all wacky, and I called the internet company, and they came out and took a look at it, and they said it was struck by lightning. And I was pretty stunned. I did remember that night before sky to ground lightning hitting that. It's seen nearby, but I didn't think it was that close. That wasn't last night, that was a long time ago. Last night there was 2 loud sky to ground lightnings. Woke me up. Tonight, it's more or less just horizontal lightning up in the sky tonight. It's not going on the ground so much. The winds died down considerably, about quite a bit, and then no hail yet. I mean, there was a few drops of hail, but that's it. And here's the wind's picking up again now. That's like a 40, 50 mile per hour gust there. Yeah, I could barely open my front door, and the hail is coming down now. And move the camera and take a look at the ground there. You see the hail hitting the ground. Big splatters. Boy, tried to open my front door. I couldn't. The wind was blowing so strong. It's about 80 mile per hour now, right now, 80 mile per hour winds. And the hail's coming down heavy. Well, not heavy, but big ones. I'm thinking, what the hell? Take a look right over there. That's where I covered up the drainage system this morning. I didn't expect it at all. See if one hit. Give me a hill. Get back to catching. No, it's stopped now. Wow. Quite a storm. I imagine it's going to be damaged in this one. And they just did a brand new roof job on these apartments. Can you believe that? Brand new. It just finished yesterday. And here it is, hailing again. We're going to tear it up again. Not out of my pocket. Yeah, a little pea drop hails right now. See if I can catch one. So if you just join the stream tonight, ready to go live and watch storms and the tailing. Severe thunderstorm warning until 11:45 p.m. They just finished a repair job on the roof of this apartment complex. Hello. When I saw the warning tonight before I went live, it said be expecting a 80 mile per hour gust possible. And, I think it's gotten to that point, but steady at about 20 miles per hour, and right now gusting up to about 40 or 50 miles per hour. But it's dying down a little bit. It's still howling. And lightning and thunder. That one was thunder. My phone keeps glitching a little bit. Try to get a better view of some of the lightning in that direction. All the hail. I'd say probably pea-sized hail right now. There was a couple of bigger ones that were about golf ball size. I don't know how much longer this is going to last. I had a warning out till 11:45 p.m., but I'm going to see what time it is. I've had the electricity going in and out. I've had to go off, come back on a couple times. And it doesn't affect my stream because I use a different format for that. But not uncommon for this time of year to have hailstorms like this in this part of the world. The only uncommon thing is the consistency this season of storms across this area. But as far as tornadoes, I haven't seen any this year. A lot of storms like this, but that's about it. They're calling for expecting wind damage, yeah, but you know, I don't want to minimize the impact of storms like this, but I think it's non-negligible damage. I mean, they use it as an excuse to get insurance for this or that, usually. But that's my opinion on it. I mean, it's not that abnormal, I don't think, for this area to have storms like this. I've seen better or worse. I don't know, I mean, the fact that most of the housing is pre-1950s anyway, I mean, go figure. Okay, so the hail stopped. Got a little bunch of pea hail laying on the ground outside. P-side's in, and storm's kind of dissipating. Still about as strong as the storm I streamed last week. Still dissipating. I mean, this was actually a little more severe of a storm than the previous one I had streamed. This one's got a lot more gusty wind and some hail, and the lightning was kind of dangerous. But there's lots of lightning out tonight. What's the odds of getting struck by lightning anyway? You two have a blessed day. I think I'm gonna let this run out until maybe when the warning ends at 11:35 or so. I don't expect much at this point. More lightning. The wind's died down to a standstill almost. I was able to video some hail coming down, and to get my balance. Right there is my drainage system. I put some rocks out there this morning, and I didn't expect all this rain again. I put the rocks out there for that purpose, and then that was after a rain last night, so I'll do that. I was not expecting this storm. I don't keep up on the weather usually. Just so happened to step outdoors earlier, and the wind was howling and everything, and I looked it up and saw the lightning, and saw that there was a thunderstorm warning until 11:45 p.m. And I hadn't gone live in a long time. I figured I'd go ahead and go live and video this health stream. Get a better angle on the storm. Slowly goes away. I don't know which direction it's moving. I think it's moving towards the east, from the west to the east. Seems like that's the way it usually goes here, but a lot of times it can be coming from the northwest, and then sometimes from the south, but usually it's from the west, and the west is that direction. So I think the worst of it is already gone towards the east. I have seen, hail the size of grapefruit in previous seasons, and it's not that uncommon. I just try to keep a watch and look out, because I never know what to expect sometimes. So. And that's another reason why I stream it live, is so that I can maybe catch something that I wouldn't normally, have evidence. But you never know. I mentioned earlier I woke up twice from loud bang of lightning, sky to ground lightning. It was like right outside my window, right outside my attic. I mentioned earlier that I had one sky to ground, this was many years ago, that hit my power box outside for my internet. Melted everything inside, the circuits and everything. I had to replace it. I heard of a neighbor around here that, she don't live here anymore, but she was struck by lightning. Not here, I can't remember where she said it was, but it was near this area. which is actually astronomical odds to be struck by lightning, unless, of course, you're lightning storm. There's a story of a guy that was struck by lightning multiple times, and then after he died and passed away, his gravestone was struck by lightning. Certain people might carry EMF signals or something that attract lightning to strike them, like that specific individual that I happened to come across on the internet one day reading a story about it. For his grave to get struck after he was struck like over 5 times in his life, I don't know what to make of that. But there is lots of lightning. There has been some big ones. There was sky to ground, but most of it's staying in the sky, going horizontally, not so much to the ground. I'm not going to go outside tonight. It's just too much rain out there. Oh, there goes a nice shot. Too bad I didn't catch that one. It's over in this, right in that direction there. Gonna hear the thunder in a minute. Yep, there it goes. That was a sky to ground. The louder it is, the more sky to ground it is. Yeah, it was so humid today. I just step out my door and I just all of a sudden immediately start sweating just from the humidity today. And this is leftover turmoil from all that humidity today. Zapping it out of the air, all this thunderstorms and stuff. That's what the humidity does. It creates this turmoil, and then the turmoil has nowhere to go, so it creates a thunderstorm and zaps all that turmoil out of the air from the thunderstorm. Because it really has nowhere to go. Here comes the thunder. Having coffee. I'm debating quitting smoking cigarettes tonight, but I don't think I'm going to do it. Yeah, I think it's about done, almost. This one anyway. I don't want to keep this stream going too long anyway. It takes longer for it to upload. So I think I'm going to call it a night here. Too bad I missed that one strike. I don't know. I was gone for a while. I might have missed some of the others, but the wind was up to 80 miles per hour gusts, and then had some hail and heavy lightning and thunder. Now they're going to probably have to have a good excuse to get more money from insurance for fixing the roof after it was already fixed yesterday. So I'll just close the stream on that thought and